Well, good morning, ladies. Happy Monday. This is Jessica Broman with the Thrive Ladies Ministry doing our daily check-ins. I think I'm going to call today No Makeup Monday because it took everything I had to get out of bed, and just because I was tired from the weekend. Not like we had a lot going on, but we did a lot of yard work, and here I am. Good morning. So we'll call today No Makeup Monday. I hope you guys had a wonderful Easter, either with a small group of your family or with, I know some families did some Zoom meetings to get together, or even if you just spent it with your family within your house. I hope everybody had a wonderful Easter. I know it wasn't how we expected it to be. I know that definitely miss our church family and being able to spend that time with them. But I hope, however you spent it, you enjoyed it. I wanted to touch base with a few announcements to get started. First of all, if you've not checked out our Instagram page, it is Thrive_Ladies Ministry. There's some really neat things, some new ideas that are being put out over on Instagram. There's a woman each week that's highlighted, and there's a new one this week. So I encourage you to go check out and follow our Instagram page. The second announcement, if you haven't already checked out the video from Kelly Cook this morning, sharing what God had put on her heart, I encourage you to go watch that. And then this afternoon, our normal chapter spotlight is coming out. So I encourage you to go watch that as well. I hope you've enjoyed the quarantine schooling tips that Alicia did for us these last few weeks as we're ramping up, trying to get into the schedule of whatever we're trying to figure out here with this COVID stuff being at home. So I hope you've enjoyed those. But today, maybe I'll announce the winner at the end of our... No, I'll go ahead and announce it now. You know, every Friday we're doing a fun game or something to get you guys involved. And this past Friday, hold on just a minute. I feel like we're shaking the table. Will you take your arms off the table? My hands were on the table too. I feel like we're shaking it. I can see it in the video. Thanks. Aubrey's sitting here with me, trying not to touch the table. So every Friday we're trying to do something fun to get you ladies involved. And this past Friday we put up a blank picture of the empty tomb, and we asked you ladies to caption it. And so we had quite a few entries. I hope you enjoyed doing that. Everybody's caption was pretty neat. You guys did a really good job. But the winner of the $25 gift card is Susan Martin. So if you will send a message to Lee Holman and let her know your address, we can get that out into the mail with you. So congratulations, and thank you to all the women that participated. It was really neat to see how you guys captioned the empty tomb and how we were able to get involved and kind of give our perspective on Easter. So thank you for doing that. We've got one coming this Friday, so stay tuned. This one's going to be a little more hands-on. You're not going to be cooking with gross food, but it's going to be something that possibly can get your whole family involved. So I think it'll be really fun. But let's jump into the lesson today. Today I want to talk about distractions. And the Bible verse that came to mind as I was preparing the lesson was Romans 12:2, which is a familiar verse. I know Pastor Dean references it a lot because obviously it's a verse that is very important. So Romans 12:2 says, "And be not conformed to this world, but ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and the perfect will of God." So ladies, with the distractions in our life, this verse is encouraging us to not be like-minded of the world, but to be so in tune with God that he is transforming our minds. You know, when we take our focus off the Lord and we lead ourselves and we make the truth what we want it to be, we find ourselves in sin. We find ourselves missing opportunities that maybe God had put before us where we could make an impact, and we miss out on blessings. You know, I'm also reminded of the verse in Proverbs that says, "In all thy ways acknowledge him and he will direct thy path." We are to stay focused on the Lord at all times so that we are not distracted. We are not transformed by the world. When we let ourselves get distracted, we find ourselves fearful. Or at least I do. I find myself in worry, and we allow ourselves to get caught up in what the world has. And, you know, for such a time as this, with this coronavirus, you know, if we allow ourselves to really get into what the news is saying and let that fear and worry and anxiety take over, ladies, we are totally being distracted from what the Lord is trying to do, for what he's wanting to use this opportunity for. We find ourselves in sin. We find ourselves maybe putting the news as our idol because we are so obsessed with what's next and what's to come and what can we do. And that's when we really have to bring our focus back to Jesus, bring it back to the truth, back to the word, and keep our focus on him. And so we don't need to let ourselves be distracted. And how easy is it for us to sit down and get lost trying to find the end of Facebook or the end of Instagram or whatever social media app that you find yourself in. Ladies, that's when we have to really take hold of our hearts. And, you know, that was something I am trying to focus on myself, is not to get distracted or caught up in those things, but to really focus on what the Lord is trying to teach me in this time and letting him lead where he wants to take me at this time in my life. So that's what I encourage you. I really want you to think, are you in God's will today, or are you in your will today? When we stay true to his word and we stay in his word, he will lead us in places we never expected we would be, but he promises to never leave us. He always promises to be with us in those ways, and he's going to grow us and mature us spiritually, which is what we want. That's something Pastor Dean and Justin have been talking about on Wednesday nights, is the transformation and justification and sanctification as we grow as Christians. So stay connected with them on Wednesday. Stay connected with us here on Facebook and Instagram. Again, Susan Martin is our winner, so we want her to give us her address so we can get her that gift card. I really appreciate all you ladies tuning in every day to hear, or you're going back and listening to it. It's definitely doing something for my heart. I'm really enjoying being able to get so much Bible study in, and I'm encouraging you ladies to find your time and your place to do that yourself. God's really working on our hearts, and I'm going to be so excited when we all get to come back together and share what God has been doing in our lives. If you want to comment today and tell me how God's been working in your life over the last few weeks during this isolation and quarantine, I would love to hear that. Send me pictures of you if you are having a no makeup Monday like me. We're all kind of seeing each other in different ways during this. I loved seeing the pictures of our church family yesterday. Those of you that dressed up for Easter or didn't, just seeing your families in general. Because I'm missing everybody, and I know everybody's missing everybody. So just talk to me, throw in some comments about what God's teaching you, and I hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Thank y'all.